that it was literally physically impossible for the Lings to actually attack through there. It must have been able to click it. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's that move. In theory, it can work, but as you can see here, again, the execution is like almost impossible. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna go on to game 2. It's gonna be on Outsider, and Julia just needs one more win to make it to the round of 8. Alright, game number 2. At the bottom right is the red Zerg, we have Michael. At the left side as the white Zerg, we have Julia. And my overlay's wrong. Panic! It's alright, I got this. I got this. Ready? Good. Is that right? That seems reasonable. Seems alright. So, let's see if Michael tries something silly like that this time. I guess we'll see if he moves his Overlord back. That was really confusing to me. I guess, man. I wonder, I'm gonna ask Michael now after today if he has like replays where that move actually works perfectly. I just want to see once him win a game beautifully doing that. Anyway, is this a 9 Drone Scout? Forella? Are you supposed to 9 Drone Scout in ZVZ? I don't know. Seems dubious. Seems questionable. Seems very questionable. That's a lot of minerals you're losing early on. I don't know. Is he like anticipating a 4-pool or something from Michael? Anyway, he's gone for gas first again, so he's on the same build. And Michael looks like he's probably just going to 12 hatch. So, well, I guess it's going to be a 12 pool now. Oh man, he's going to gas steal. Oh god, I was like, is he going to gas steal? But I don't know if that really makes sense. Does it make sense here? I guess it's fine. I guess it's a gas steal. Gas steal it is. And, that's interesting. So Michael will obviously just make a hatchery now, because, you know, going 12 pool expand is fine anyway. Like, that's still a legit build. But then then the question is, how does he actually start getting gas? Like, his gas is actually not going to be really late. He's going to start attacking it with 3 drones. He's going to lose a good amount of minerals there. And meanwhile, Julia, his pool is a little bit behind, but he's mining gas already. He's actually already got 100 gas here. So he's going to have a colossal gas advantage. Does that adjective even work there? He's going to have a big gas advantage going to the mid game. And Michael's actually decided not to attack this anymore. I guess he's just going to get the natural gas. But, oh man, this is going to be crazy. Oh, okay, his lings are actually already out. So now he's going to take it down. But, I mean, he's just going to have to spore up here. There's no way he's going to have his Spire anywhere close to Julia's Spire. So I'd imagine Michael will now just play defensively. He could potentially try some kind of Ling all-in, but because of how late this gas is, he's not even going to have Ling speed. So I don't really know how well a slow Ling all-in would work. I really feel like it's probably better just to play defensively. You know, spore up and drone up and you know, just play from there. Try and catch up, you know, using that second gas. So he's going to send one Ling over to check out what Julie's doing. It might be able to sneak in here. No, not quite. Did Julie even get Ling speed? It does not look like Julia has even invested in Ling speed. So Julia is saving all of his gas just for the Spire. In the meantime, looks like Michael is just mining away happily. He has made, it looks like 8 Lings, something like that. And is now getting his own lair. He's actually fleeing a lot of minerals. That's a lot of minerals. Might as well just make another hatchery. Why's he got so many minerals? Alright, he's making some drones. But look, he's like floating over 300 minerals for a while. He should just do like the buy great. Or a variation of the buy great triple hatch build. It'd be awesome. I mean, why does he need that many minerals in the bank? He doesn't need it. I mean, I guess he'll spend some later on when he makes spores, but... Maybe it's fine, actually. I don't really know. I think he's just in a really weird situation after what happened there. But, you know, you'd think that a player like Michael, you know, the Cheese King, would be used to crazy situations and would be able to adapt. Ooh, looks like we got a free... Or no, was that a trade? I see 2 Link carcasses there. I guess that was a trade. In the meantime, we do have 1 Link for Julia running in here just to see what's going on. Random Queen Colony here. It doesn't look like Michael's actually going to invest in spores just yet. He's got an Overlord here so we can see the exact timing. Meanwhile, Michael not paying attention, leaving his Link's hold position at the bottom of the ramp and allowing Julia to just come down and get them all for free here. A bit of an uncharacteristic mistake there. I guess he was distracted by the one Zergling in his main. Looks like he's now building a Spire. Is he really not going to get spores? Because this Spire is like about to finish. Am I like missing something here? Okay, no, he's getting an Evo now. That seems really last minute. Oh my god. Is that really going to be in time? Actually, it looks like Creeps actually finished really quickly. Wow, spores actually build a lot faster than I thought. Alright, I guess that's good. It looks like the last things of Julia do get taken out. Damn, look at this, Michael leaving it to the absolute last second. And it looks like his timing is actually spot on here. Wow, look at that. The mutas are on the way, and the spores, look, if the mutas had gone directly over, the spores would have finished like literally seconds before the mutas came out. That is actually beautiful timing. I was freaking out there for a second. I was like, why is he not building spores? But apparently Michael is just like way too good for me. Meanwhile, Julia's actually just got a hatchery in the main instead of at the natural. I don't know why. I mean, you know, sometimes in this position, you would, you'd be concerned about like Link counterattacks and whatnot, but Michael obviously doesn't even have speed, so you know, I'm not sure why Julia is concerned. He's not even getting speed. By the way, Bakri is telling me that the perfect timing to place your Evo is as soon as the Spire finishes, you start the Evo, and apparently that's actually in time. I had no idea, but now I do. Oh man, see, isn't it awesome being friends with Bakri? This gives me so much cool info. Unfortunately, this spore colony is not very well placed. It's like right side of the mineral is just completely open. Oh god. Oh god, the drones! The drones! If this was maybe... I don't know why this is here and not... Well, I mean, this has to be on top instead of here because it has to protect the gas from the top side. You can see the drones mining the gas on the top, so that's why that's there. But it looks like Michael does actually have his own mutas now. And meanwhile, Julia is now going to get a third base, so we could actually see a long ZVZ here. We could see this go to Hive. This is the beginnings of a Hive game, ladies and gentlemen. This game has all the necessary qualities, unless Julia loses all his mutas here, in which case the game could just end. A couple of Links counterattacking, not going to do too much. Julia looks like he'll just split off and lose 1 muta. May lose a second one even. Nice moving shot. Oh god, Michael's got to be careful though. Oh, the Scourge coming in. Now Michael's the one on the retreat. And the tables have turned. Again. Nope. Oh. Gonna lose 1? No, Michael doesn't lose a muta. So he got 1 free muta at that fight. Is he upgrading? He is getting Carapace, and... Ooh, he's facing Flyer Attack, which is actually going to be done a lot quicker here. So that's going to be a nice little upgrade advantage for Julia, but of course the Flyer Carapace is much more useful against, or in muta-on-muta battles compared to Flyer Attack, because the Carapace applies to all of the bounce drops as well. And looks like Julia also going to lose an Overlord, but he is going to be able to intercept Michael's Mutalisks, and here we go. How many is he going to get? Doesn't look like he had that many Scourge in that group, so he isn't actually going to be able to... Does he even kill 1? It doesn't look like he even killed a single one. Meanwhile, Michael actually doing 2 group Muta Micro here-ish. He's got 1 group at home defensively. He's got another group like marauding around the map. Ooh, looks like Julia grabs an Overlord as well, so both players supply blocks. Michael is still with the supply lead. Julia, though, does not have his natural. He's about to start mining the gas here, so he should be able to even out that gas disparity. In the meantime, Michael's natural gas here isn't quite protected, but look at this, Michael is going to ignore it. He's just going to counterattack while Julia's mutas are out of position. Julia does have his Scourge at home, but look at this, Julia's mutas are all the way back at his own base, and because Michael has spore colonies, he doesn't need to worry about Julia counterattacking his own base. He's perfectly well defended. Look at this, oh man, great move by Michael here, taking advantage of his static defenses, going for the attack. Let's see how many drones he's gonna get here. He's only got a couple of drones from the main so far, getting some more drones. The mutas of Julia are now back here. Now, how many Michael's mutas is he gonna lose? Oh my god, a beautiful fan out! Wow, that was so good. Oh my god, that was just sexy to watch right there. I have no other word. He's even counterattacked and got another drone with that one muta. Absolutely beautiful separation. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose a couple more mutas here again. Ooh, a bit unlucky there. But God, that was so good. Alright, anyway. So, how many drones do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a few stacked here, though. I can't quite tell. There's a bunch of them stacked. But Michael did lose a lot of muta there. It looks like losing another Overlord. But Michael still has a supply lead. And his +1 carapace should be finishing soon. Yeah, it's about to finish here. Did Julia get another upgrade? He didn't. Julia is still at just the +1 attack. So Michael, with that carapace, will actually have the upgrade advantage. Oh my god, Michael's actually sneaking a hatchery on the side here. He's deliberately placed it off-center because he doesn't need the minerals. He only wants the gas. So he's built it as far on the edge as possible to minimize the chances of detection. Look at this. Michael actually playing the map, even in a ZVZ, where it's very rare that you see the map coming into effect. Michael is actually doing it here. Very, very interesting. And so we're gonna have some more mutant engagements. Oh god, whoa! Scourge coming in! Scourge coming in from Julia! He's got a lot more Scourge. It looks like he has more mutas as well. Michael with +1 carapace, it doesn't matter if he's outnumbered. And it looks like Scourge from both players. Is this gonna be the final engagement? No, it looks like Michael is not going to fight it out. 40 supply for him against 36 for Julia. Even though Michael still has a supply lead, it looks like he's not confident enough in the engagement. Julia did seem to have more Scourge, so Michael couldn't really take a straight up fight there. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the drone counts, Michael actually seems to be behind, or maybe about even on drones. Seems to have not quite as many at his national. Meanwhile, sending a couple over here, just going to trick one guy through to get that extractor ASAPly, I suppose. Let's see how good his tricking micro here is. It's actually not that easy. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty legit. That is not as easy as it looks. That's actually pretty hard. Now, this is interesting. So, Julia did have this one hatchery advantage for a while, but since they were both primarily making Muse and Scourge, I mean, that was basically why Julia had proportionally more Scourge than Michael did. But now Michael has a third hatchery as well, and because they're obviously focusing on air tech, it doesn't matter that there's no ground access to this base. He'll just make Mutas and Scourge from this hatchery anyway. It looks like he's even going to make a spore colony here as well, just to keep it safe in case it does get scouted. So, see, this is going to be very interesting. That third gas is going to play a huge role here if Julia doesn't get another base or scout it or do something. This is turning into a very interesting ZVZ here. Looks like one random Scourge patrolling around the bottom side here. Doesn't want Michael to do another one of those counterattacks. Going into late game, these kind of static defenses are really useful for exactly the reason that we saw just now, with Michael able to go for a counterattack and unafraid of Julia attacking his own drone line. Julia's got to be a lot more defensive, a lot more careful, because his drones are basically unprotected here. He's just got the one sunken colony. Whereas Michael is all protected up here, so he can be a lot more aggressive and daring with his mutas. You know, let's say he's got a couple of Scourges poking around here or something. Some Scourge on Scourge action. And it looks like, uh-oh, Julia has an Overlord moving down here. He's going to see this base eventually. It's going to take a while still because of how slow the Overlord is. In the meantime, Michael is mining away at this gas here. How much gas has he gotten already? It looks like just started mining it, so only a couple hundred gas there. So far, both players trying to get free muta kills with their Scourge just by camping over the eggs. But it looks like Julia's going to push that guy away. And it looks like Michael's actually invested in +2 carapace as well. Julia investing in +1 carapace. So it'll be 1-1 mutas against 0-2 mutas. And I gotta say, I favor the +2 carapace mutas. Whoa, that's a lot of mutas now. 67 supply against 70 supply. Julia now has actually taken the supply lead, but he is this one gas behind. The Overlord there is getting very, very close to seeing it. It is almost there. What is his reaction going to be? He's actually sending out a drone to finally get a third base of his own. Alright, here we go. Is he just going to immediately attack when he sees this? Is about to come into his vision range. Some more Scourge poking around for Michael. And good control there. But okay, here we go. Julia sees it. What is his response? There is one spore colony there to help Michael defend that base. Looks like Julia is going to go and target that base. that is the most vulnerable location there with only the one spore. Both of the other two bases of Michael do have 2 spore colonies apiece. Although, no, looks like he's changed direction. He's just going for the natural here. He actually just wants to go for the kill. How far along is his upgrade? Looks like his +1 carapace has finished now. Is 1-1. That's his timing. Is Michael's +2 done yet? It is not quite done yet. He needs maybe another 20 seconds or so for that to finish. One random scourge just checking out what Michael has. And here we go. He's going into the main base. Michael will have a defender's advantage here with a shorter reinforcement route with those crucial spore colonies. No, looks like Julia is not going to commit. He's poking around here. Michael obviously does not want to commit outside of his spores because he knows that he has the gas advantage right now. He has no reason to sacrifice his army. And it looks like Julia is just going to change direction. He really wants to find an angle to attack. He's going after the third base. Michael's army is not in position here, so he could lose this. He could lose a spore colony there for sure before he even has a chance to react. He's bringing his units over here now, but it looks like Julia is just going to snipe the spore, snipe the drones, and run away immediately. So just stop the mining there for a little bit. Michael, though, is going for the intercept, and here we go. We could see a huge engagement. Michael's +2 carapace is done. It's 1-1 against O2, and here we go. Who has more stuff here? I don't even know who did the better split. Michael, having some of his mutas not do anything for a few seconds there, could be crucial. But does he have enough stuff here? It's looking like Michael does have more mutas than Julia is at 74 supply against just 55. Michael wins the engagement convincingly. He now has a 20 supply lead. No, it's down to a 15 supply right now. And Julia's third hatchery is about to finish. Or fourth hatchery, I should say. That's actually a fourth hatchery, third base. Meanwhile, one muta is actually going to continue to stop this base from doing anything, but now Michael's going for the counterattack, and Julia has no spore colonies at home to help him out. Now, the drones and the hatcheries and the overlords will provide some buffer against the bounce damage of Michael's mutas, but is it going to matter? It does not. GG from Julia! And Michael takes down game number 2 and evens out the series 1-1. We are going to a deciding Game 3 to see who's going to advance first from the group. It will be a third game on Fighting Spirit, and I hope it's as good as that game. Whew, see, I don't mind ZVZs like that. I don't mind them at all. Alright. So,